Hi, my name is Marley New, and I'm going to be doing my redo speech for the informative speech. And the topic I chose was cow schools. So I've always found cow schools to be really intriguing when I look at them. We have a lot around my house out in the pasture. We have like a feedlot down here by my house, so they like kind of pile all the dead animals up and then they disintegrate, and then we can get the cow schools, which is kind of cool. But cow schools are symbolic of a lot of different things. They're symbolic of lifelong protection, courage, agility, toughness, things like that. And it's kind of cool because they're symbolic of different things for different people and different cultures, and also can be used for several different purposes. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about the purposes that cow schools can be used for, the differences in cow schools, and some stuff like that. So first is the tradition, which is kind of cool because way back when, tribes believed that nothing should go to waste. No parts of animals should go to waste. Every part should be used and should be used in a meaningful way, whether it be for food, shelter, clothing, or other sources of life. Cows were highly respected animals, and were made into tributes for for being a well appreciated animal, that had a symbolic role in life. So ways people kind of use this for being important was like hanging them on walls, which many people still do today. And also back in the day when tribes would get together, they would take them to sacred ceremonies, which is kind of cool because it shows just how symbolic they were. So I have two examples of cow schools, and I kind of wanted to show like the difference because just like humans know cow is alike, which is really cool, and you can really see that once it's just the cow school. So we have this one, which is the smaller one, and they're still really heavy, surprisingly, but this is what this one looks like. So it has no horns, but it's also pretty clean, and the teeth there's some missing, but you can see how large they are, and it's kind of cool to see like where everything's at, because like this is how they function, which is really cool. And then I really like this one that I found. You can tell this one's older. It was also bigger. You can tell it's older because these pieces are starting to chip, but it's cool because you can see where the horns were at. You can also tell like this part's really like decayed and grossed out. So you can tell that's how it's older, and then the horns can also slip off, which is kind of cool, like this. So I don't know, I find the differences to be pretty cool and unique just because, I mean, you know that everyone is different, you know that every animal is different, but actually getting to like see that and see them side by side and see the differences is pretty cool. So there's several different purposes and uses that people use cow skulls for. Back in the day, like I talked about, for the sacred ceremonies and stuff like that. But also today, people still think they symbolize toughness and agility and stuff like that. So they will hang them on the walls, and they also just like simply use them as decoration, which is pretty cool. We have me and my roommates back at school have one in our room. And then people use them to express their creativity. They use it as like a canvas almost, for art and painting. I wish I had mine. I painted two skulls over the summer, and the one is in my dorm room back at school. But several people paint them and sell them and make a lot of good money. It's just cool. It's like I'm not really into art, but I think this is a fun way to do that, and you can also use it as decoration. So in conclusion, cow skulls not only have several symbolizations, but also can be used for several purposes, and are also just honestly pretty intriguing to look at. So there's different traditions, meanings of different cultures, and purposes that you can use these for. And then like a fun fact to end this on, I found that artist Georgia O'Keeffe painted, it's called Cow Skull, Red, White, and Blue in 1931. And this is what I found anyways, is where the American identity started. It's it's symbolic of that, which is pretty cool, I thought. So that's it for my speech. Thank you so much.